Hey guys, I'm Rob and welcome back to Rob's Model Cars. Well, I'm back again today with another brand new model review, and what I've got to show you today is something that I've had on pre-order for almost a year and it arrived just a couple of days ago. Now, this is the Davis and Giovanni Novitec Ferrari 812 Superfast N-Largo, which is the wide body version of the 812 Superfast. Now, I've reviewed Davis and Giovanni models before. They are not cheap models by any means. Not quite twice the price of a BBR model. The quality isn't twice what a BBR model is. BBR models I find really high quality, but the difference with Davis and Giovanni models is they make subject matter that no one else really does. So it's really, they do a lot of Liberty Walk cars, but they do the Novitec cars, which I've got a few of those. I've got the F12 N-Largo, I've got the 488 N-Largo, and I've also got the Ferrari F12 TRS. Now, no one else has made models of those cars, so it is the subject matter that D&G make, Davis and Giovanni, that commands their prices. Now, they are super limited runs, usually no more than 30 pieces in each color. So if you compare that to a BBR model that is in the hundreds, they have that exclusivity factor. Now, again, they are very expensive models. Are they worth the full price? Well, it depends on if they make a model of a car that you really want and no one else does. So then maybe you can stretch the budget. I don't buy that many of them because, as I say, they are very expensive. But I really love the Novitec N-Largo Ferrari, so I wanted to add this one to the collection. So we've reviewed these models before. They just come in these plain black boxes with a little label on the end what model is inside. They do have quite a tight lid, and this is the Novitec Ferrari 812 N-Largo. Now, a lot of people don't like these tuned exotic cars, but I think one thing about the Novitec cars is that they're very tastefully done. The body kits and the wide body kits actually accentuate the factory lines of the car. And in this particular case, I think the Novitec version of the Ferrari 812 is actually better looking than the standard Ferrari 812 Superfast. Just my opinion, but it just tweaks the styling a little bit and makes it look a lot better. But the models all come with plexiglass display cases as standard. They come on a white leather base, and this one is limited to only 20 pieces, and this is number 3. But what we'll do, we'll get it out, we'll put it on the turntable, and we'll have a closer look at this brand new Davis and Giovanni Novitec 812 N-Largo. Okay, so here we have the stunning Novitec 812 N-Largo. So first impressions, absolutely awesome looking Ferrari 812 with this N-Largo wide body kit. Stanced out, beautiful set of wheels and lots of carbon fibre. But let's start with the base first. So these models come on these white leather bases. Actual leather, not synthetic, so they beautiful white leather bases with the red stitching. You do have the photo etched name plaque on the front, which says Novitec Group 812 N-Largo, and there's the limited edition number there as well. So 3 of 20, which is quite rare. Now, again, you can remove these models from the base. Just find where these screw holes are underneath, cut a hole in the felt, and you can unscrew the model. But I keep these ones screwed to the base just because they cost so much money and I just don't want to handle the model. Now, as you can see, the paint quality on these models is absolutely second to none. That's one thing about these Davis and Giovanni models is the paint quality. It's absolutely superb. This is in Rosso Corsa 322. But the one thing that Davis and Giovanni models are known for are all their candy and their chrome colors, which no one does as good as them. So that's sometimes what you pay for with their high-end models, is the quality of paint. So these are all painted in automotive quality paints, and they use all the factory paint codes like I do with my custom models as well. So I think the paint finish is absolutely 10 out of 10 on this model. Absolutely no flaws, polished and shiny to perfection, as you can see. So that's one of the reasons why you pay a little bit more for D&G models, but we'll get into some further details as well. Now let's start with the little details. So of course this does have all photo etched mesh in the front grills, so you'd expect no less from these models. You do have your little Ferrari prancing horse in black on the front grille, and this front splitter is all in carbon fiber decal, and it's full gloss finish on it as well, which is really nice. You even get the mesh in these little side vents at the rear sides of the front bumper bar, which is pretty awesome. Nice little photo etched Ferrari emblem on the nose, and they use super clear plastics on these headlight lenses as well. Headlight detail is okay inside here. It's nothing to really write home about, but they look realistic on the car. Now obviously this is the Novitec wide N-Largo kit, so as you can see the front of this car is a lot wider. They have bigger, wider front fenders here. They also have some extra little carbon fiber trims here on the front hood. Now they're in carbon fiber decal, also in full gloss. You've got your little photo etched turn signal here, and you've got your photo etched Cavallino badges on the side of the model as well. So this is where you can start to see the wide flares here. So as you can see, this Novitec N-Largo kit has these big blades in here, and you can see they reverse vent through the back there, which are pretty awesome. Again, you've got a full carbon fiber decal side skirt, which is full gloss lacquered here. You've also got this extension piece on the back in front of the rear of the door, which I really like. It really fattens out the transition from the side sill to the rear quarter panel. The mirrors are in full gloss carbon fiber decal, but they do have the little red insert in between. So super clear reflective material used behind on the mirrors. If we flip the model over, you can see that they use super clear plastics for the windows of these models, and you do get photo etched windscreen wipers on here as well, which is a nice touch. Now this is where the N-Largo really starts to get wide, so you can see how much the rear fender flares out here. Around 3.5 inches wider than the standard car, which makes this a really wide 812 Superfast at the back. Again, you've got nice little metal trims around the windows here, not just printed onto the clear plastic, so that makes it look even more realistic. Again, you've got some more little trim pieces here to cap the top of the vents. These are in full carbon fiber decal as well, and so is this Novitec rear wing, which is also in full carbon fiber decal and fully gloss clear coated, and that's the same with the underside as well. So full carbon fiber application to the rear wing on the model. Now the quarter windows are tinted a little bit compared to the side windows, and that's the same. The rear window on this car is super black, super tinted. Now this is a replica of Novitec's demo car. You can find pictures of it on YouTube easily, or videos I should say, so you will see what I mean. Now if we go to the back of the model, they've done a superb job on the taillights, as you'd expect for a model of this price. The whole rear diffuser is in full gloss carbon fiber decal as well, fully gloss clear coated, and you've got more photo etch pieces of mesh all in the sides of the wide body kit and through the middle as well. So of course it's wearing the Novitec group number plate, and you've got your silver Cavallino on the back of the model as well. So as you can see, the paint finish and the carbon fiber decals, fully gloss clear coated, as well as all the other carbon parts on this model are just superbly done. So it is quite a challenge to build custom models to this high level of quality, but these models will not disappoint for the price point. So have a shop around, see where your local D&G distributor is, and definitely at least once in your life, in your collecting life, just get one of these D&G models just to see how superb the quality really is. So that is pretty much all the details with the body and the paint. So as I say, I really love these Novitec N-Largo cars, and you can just see how wide these things are. It's just such a better looking version than the standard 812. I really love the Ferrari F12. I think the 812, which was the updated version of the F12, just didn't look quite as good, but this just toughens it up and just makes everything look a lot more in proportion. So I really love it. Now let's talk about some more details of D&G models. So let's have a look at these Novitec rims. Now these are finished in, I would call them a shadow chrome. They do look quite chrome, but not full reflective chrome. So maybe I'd call these a shadow chrome. You've got the little Ferrari cap in the center. The paint finish on these wheels is just awesome. I'd love to know what brand paints they use for these wheels, because I'd like to replicate that myself, but great job on that. And here's another little detail that you get on D&G models. So if you can see inside there at the brake caliper, there's actually some little photo etch pieces in the caliper to represent the pad clips for the brake calipers. Now I haven't seen that on any other models from BBR or other manufacturers, so it's just those tiny little touches that add that little bit extra realism. Of course, they've done a great job on the carbon ceramic brake rotors. They look very realistic as well, and just the stance is right also with the ride height. There's no real gap between the tyre front and rear, and it looks really good. Now the rear wheels are a lot more dished because they're a lot wider than the front wheels, but again, some little photo etch pieces in there on the brake calipers to simulate the pad retaining clips on the brake calipers. So that's a nice little touch just to add that extra realism, but I just love the stance of this model. It looks fantastic. So that pretty much wraps up all the exterior of the model. As I say, flawless paint, flawless carbon fiber decal application, and all those little extra details and the finish on the wheels and the brake calipers and brake rotors as well make it a superb exterior finish on this model. Now it is a sealed model, so nothing opens on it, which is a little bit disappointing. It'd be nice to see some engine detail in here, but it does not disappoint with the interior details. So all the interior is mostly black, but it's got lots of red stitching decals on the seats and the door trims and the dashboard, as you can see in there on the dashboard. So it's got all the little Ferrari badges and emblems as per the real car. There's red stitching running around the instruments and also the seats. Now the seats, maybe you can see that, the seats have all the red stitching and pinstriping on them also, which is a nice touch. And you do have more gloss carbon fiber on the inside as well. So the top of the steering wheel and the bottom of the steering wheel is in full gloss carbon fiber. The central tacho ring is in carbon fiber. The center console, I'm not sure whether you can see that. The center console switch bridge is in full gloss carbon fiber as well. And of course it does have cloth seat belts in the model as well. There's not a lot to see in the back with the dark tinted windows, but I'm sure that is replicated as per the real car. So lots of details on the interior. Always hard to film the interiors, black interiors on these model cars, so apologise if you can't see all the details, but I can assure you there is a ton of detail on the interior of this car. So a lot of manufacturers skimp a little bit on the interior to save a bit of money. You don't get that with D&G. They actually, the interior detail is just as good as the exterior detail. So look, I think they've done a fantastic job on this model. If I was going to give this one a Rob score, look, I've got to give this a 9.5 out of 10. It really is almost flawless. I can't give any model a perfect score, but I'm definitely going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. So if you want to grab yourself one of these Davis and Giovanni Novitec N-Largo cars, you've got to be pretty quick. They do sell out pretty fast due to the limited numbers, but it is a superb model, and it's going to be a great addition to my Novitec and my Ferrari collection. So yeah, that's going to wrap up today's review of this brand new model from Davis and Giovanni. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Don't forget to smash that like button. Feel free to share the video, and you can follow me on social media as well. So all the links to my social media is on the home page of this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's going to wrap up today's review of this Novitec Ferrari 812 N-Largo. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Plenty more model reviews on the way before the end of the year. There will be a couple more custom models to reveal before the end of the year also. And if the subs keep going up, we're going to give another model away at 20,000 subscribers as well. So thanks for everyone's support on the channel. I hope you enjoyed today's model review. But until next time, thanks for watching Rob's Model Cars.